There's a case out of Atlanta emerging right now that I think a lot of people should know about. This past week, and a local Atlanta activist who's known in the urban farming scene, a musician, Samuel Tunick, was arrested and was detained and charged with destruction of evidence. And this is allegedly due to a situation in January where they were searched by Customs and Border Patrol, allegedly, and they allegedly gave someone a signal to have their Google Pixel phone erased. And what I want to center on here is that the level of surveillance and repression and degradation that folks in Atlanta have experienced as a part of the Stop Cop City movement and the web of repression that is stretched out of that, the RICO charges, the attempt to dismantle a local organizing scene, all of these are tools of the state. And the ultimate tool of the state is to lie, is to gather evidence, is to use whatever testimony or means that they can to pick people off and to try to get them to snitch on each other, to try to get them to give other people's names, to try to get give them information in order to paint regular grassroots organizing as something criminal. And I think it's really important that we look at the patterns of what the state is doing, targeting locations, cities, places where there happen to be movements around ICE, anti ICE protests, abolition, related to pro Palestine, and to bring in exorbitant state resources, whether that be ICE, whether that be National Guard, to target and survey people through those protests and through the flock systems they have, the AI surveillance technologies, and to power map and to pinpoint people and to attempt to paint regular best practices that most organizers use as a signifier of an Antifa cell, as a huge network that deserves a RICO charge. And this is the state trying to criminalize something into reality. That is what I think is really important here. So I'm going to put up some information on the screen that is some recent updates from the case. I know that there was a court date on Wednesday, and I believe that Samuel Tunick pled not guilty. And as far as I know from the updates that I've looked at, they have been released from custody for the foreseeable future, even though they're going to have to go through more legal proceedings. So I just please implore people to pay attention, to read updates about this case, to share it with your local community, and look at whatever ways that these folks might need help. And I know there's a legal fundraiser as well, so please check those out and stay updated on this case.